Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this under, like, 6 hours. Let's see real quick. Oh, actually, I don't think I need that. Let's see, Yakuza 5. There we go, found it. Oh, I do need the Metacritic score for this. Metacritic Yakuza 5 Remastered. Okay, I've talked a lot about what I think about this game. Oh, Asgard Tapkovic. Hello, dude. Welcome in. How are you doing? Oh man, I've talked a lot about what I think about this game while we're playing it, so I'm not gonna like retread too much ground. But I guess for anyone that just happens to like watch just this segment, they're like, what did Endaline think of the game? I better watch what he said at the end. We'll go through the game in the usual way that we do. So from a gameplay perspective, I think this game definitely improves from 3 and 4. First message ban, yeah. No first message shatters in there, thank you. I think it improves in some places. I think it like deproves in other places. I think that the combat is overall more fun, though I think that the way you level up your skills is garbage town poo poo doo doo. I don't like not being able to like know what I'm upgrading towards. I just kind of have to gamble and be like, hey, hopefully this will get me something I'm after.
There, mister.
I guess they probably made that better in the previous games or in the future games. Because in Zero it was really cool and it was fine in Kiwami, and honestly it was fine in 3 and 4 as well, right? I don't even remember what they looked like in those. I'm pretty sure you could at least see the upgrade path for what you were like moving into. So that's a little bit of a weird change. I don't know what the thought pattern was behind that, but that's overall like a minor inconvenience. Doesn't really matter. The combat isn't deep enough that it matters what like skills you pick up, and it seems like no matter what you go, you're gonna have a pretty decent time with it. I thought that the introduction of all these side activities that are more integral to the game, and that are one for each character was interesting to try out. A good like foray into what they started doing in the future games, I guess, where they kind of did the same thing but did it way better. But I do think that all of those, I think they drag on for too long, and I think that there's like way too much monotonous, busy work to do in them for me to really like consider any of them super good. I thought taxiing was really fun. I enjoyed just driving the taxi around. The racing stuff was okay with Kiryu. Not my favorite minigame, but it was okay. I didn't like that it was kind of scripted that the car couldn't get too far away from you, so like it didn't really matter how much further ahead you were. Like they literally will just spawn right behind you. Especially if you did those heat events. That was kind of stupid. Taxi, yeah. But the taxi driving itself, just like driving the taxi around, that was actually a lot of fun. Only problem with that was there was not that many missions of it, and none of them were that challenging. But that was a little, I would enjoy it to do more of that. The Sejima minigame was fine, but also there was just too much of it. Just like a lot of effort for very little like value, I guess, if you want to put it like that. I don't know. The Haruka minigames, same thing. Really like her minigames. Thought they were okay, but they didn't need to have 600 of each of them. We don't need 600 missions of. We don't need 600 missions of do the same handshake event, do the same song, do the same battle dance. Like that's just pointless. It doesn't really add anything to the game. Doesn't add anything to the story. It's like the definition of padding, I think. It just pads down the length of the game for no particular reason at all. They're not needed more fucking songs. Yeah, it's not challenging. It's not interesting. It doesn't evolve Haruka as a character. It is just pure padding in its like purest form. Not enough taxi driving. Too much hunting. Next game, hunt a game from taxi car. Yes. Which seems like a waste of time to me. Like I don't know what the point of that was. Okay, I'm spare us any side activities. Good on him. He gets a thumbs up from me for that one. And then on Shinara, like I would say that's also a lot of like pointless busy work where the missions are too easy to matter at all. Like I feel like what they should do is have things that kind of either have something that's fun where you just upgrade something and you don't have to think too much about it, or have something where like with the Kiryu, if you think about like the Kiryu. Landlording thing in Yakuza 0. That's not necessarily like very intricate, but it's very simple, right? You just go places, buy buildings, then you get more and more money. That's it. That's the minigame. It's not anymore. work than that, right? And it kind of seamlessly flows into the regular game too, right? You can kind of do that while running around places and playing the game normally. You can be like, oh, I wonder if I can buy this place. And be like, oh, you can buy that place, right? So yeah. And I think that with Shinada's thing too, it was just kind of long for no particular reason. At least Shinada's thing built into his character, so that's cool. But also Shinada's character was interesting in this game, to say the least. I think that there was a general... this kind of goes into story too, but I think there was a general... I think that the sub-stories are generally worse than this. I felt like a lot of them went nowhere, had no point of being there. We're just kind of there to be there. While in previous Yakuza games felt like they were a little bit more consistent, a little bit more fun to do, and a little bit more varied, is my feeling. That's not the case for all the Yakuza games, but in this one, I don't know, it just felt like it dragged on for a really long time. Despite only having like 78 sub-stories, which doesn't feel like that much. I think part of that is probably because in some of the previous Yakuza games, you've had like... You know, you have like 100 sub-stories with like 2 characters in Yakuza 0, for instance. And then the sub-stories kind of build on each other. They have like similar things happening, or you meet recurring characters over and over again, which kind of builds a little bit of rapport there, but there was really not much of that in this one. And some of the sub-stories were so varied. Some of them were like literally 5 minutes, and some of them were like 30 minutes, which I don't enjoy too much, particularly when it's just busy work. Like when they're like, oh, run to this place, grab this thing, do a fight, go back, go grab a different thing, do another fight, stuff like that. You feel like you come to appreciate the deeper meanings of baseball. Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know if there's anything else I to say from a story perspective. There was just too much. Like every character has to go through all the same stuff. Every character has to go to the cooking guy. Every character has a fighting trainer. Every character has like a different thing going on for them. It just felt like it was way too much packed into a game where none of that had much substance is the problem. Like if all of those were really intricate, cool activities that were different for each character, I would love it. That would be great. Like if I'm playing as Shinada and his trainer is like, you do like a crazy baseball game where you're like actually swinging the bat around and you have to like capture bullets with the bat or whatever, and you know it's like this like completely new experience you've never had before in the Yakuza game. And that's everything you do with every character. Like all of it is completely brand new. All of it is super interesting and different. Sure, cool. Like that with Kiryu, we had that ramen dunking game, right? That was fun. I loved that game. That was a lot of fun. I thought that was gonna be like the rest of the game. Like, oh, we're gonna have like sub stories be a bunch of these different cool activities that you never had in Yakuza games before, where you're actually doing something in the sub stories that is just standing there. But that's not the case, unfortunately. Too much is a perfect description of Yakuza 5 1. So yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at. Tatsuya's endless food lectures, yeah. Yeah, and Tatsuya too is like in every place, it's just meet him, go run around town to all the places. When you find 2 new places, run back to him. That's it. It's like the least engaging gameplay imaginable. Doing that once was okay. Doing it 5 times, I can't describe with words how bad that is. Otherwise, the fighting was fine. Like I said, like they always put a lot of work into all the different fighting styles. That's cool. I don't think any of the encounters particularly engaging. I'm not gonna remember anything I did in this game from a fighting perspective, because I don't think any of the bosses were memorable or interesting in any way. That's my opinion, at least. Like this game is gonna slip away from my mind, and I'm gonna forget all about it. and my remaining thoughts is gonna be Shinada was kind of cool, Haruka was kind of cool, Kiryu is Kiryu. From a story perspective, I've kind of harped on this over and over and over again, but I like Yakuza for the big moments they have. I like it for the interconnectivity of the characters that kind of like each other and who get to have moments together. What about the amazing fight against Baba? No, that was just awful. But I like Baba-chan's name though. He has one of the best names I've ever heard. Baba-chan? And it feels like from a Yamano Orochi was the greatest villain in Wi-Fi. Yeah, Yamano Orochi for sure. Oh, the bear, of course. I remember now. I think that it feels like the Yakuza games are kind of regressing when it comes to having good character moments. They kind of managed to pull this together in Yakuza 4. I feel like where they made all these like different stories kind of intertwined together and come to a moment where you know, I don't remember a lot from the game, but when we were like fighting on the roof, all the characters have their moments, and it kind of feels like a worthy, like, you know, we built here, now we're together, now we're doing things together. It kind of feels valuable. I don't think they managed this in this game at all. It kind of felt like they were coasting on a lot of free story elements, where they just kind of were like, yeah, the players will just fill in the blanks for you here, which I don't enjoy doing. I like the game to be a complete experience, I guess, because it does feel like they kind of rely on you caring more about the relationship from Yakuza 4 than Yakuza 4 really builds up. Because I mean, it's not like you're together for very long in that game. It's not like Akiyama and Sejima and Kiryu hang out for like several weeks in that game and do things together. It's pretty much you meet up and then you fight on the rooftop, and that's it, right? I remember Kiryu is like, who the heck is that baseball guy? Yeah. Is that the dude who beats his wife in Shogun? Bontaro? Whatever his name is? Yeah, so I didn't feel like this game had too many great moments, and honestly I feel like Haruka had like all of those moments, pretty much. Maybe a little bit Akiyama, but Kiryu in this is, once again, I said this when we started the stream, but I'll reiterate myself. Kiryu, once again, is dragged into a conflict where he has very little agency. Kiryu just kind of exists. He's just along for the ride. He has no choice in being there. He's just pulled back into the great machine because some person wants to fight him. That's Kiryu's role in this. He tried to get out of the game. He couldn't get out because some guy wants to fight him. Sejima, once again, back in prison for some stupid reason. A lot of convoluted reason for him being in prison, and then a convoluted reason for why he can't escape prison, but he has to escape prison. But the people that wanted to escape prison didn't want him to escape prison, but they wanted him to escape prison. So they help him escape prison, but they were also the people responsible for putting him in prison. And it's just like, okay, sure, whatever. Makes absolutely no sense, but you know, I guess Sejima needed to be back in prison, so he was back in prison and he broke out again. And all of Sejima's parts kind of feel like, I don't know, they feel like they didn't need to happen that way. It could have just been like, you could have just had the story be they sent Sejima somewhere to like negotiate with some Yakuza, right? And then they try to assassinate him, and Marshmallow things get killed. Then you're in the same place. If Sejima had probation instead of prison time next game, it would break the story. Well, like, the weird thing of this is like, if they just released Sejima from prison, it would have been the same story, basically. I just wouldn't have to hide from the police. But it's like, basically the same story. Like, nothing changes in Sejima's story because he had to break out of prison. It's completely irrelevant. It's just, like, it isn't part of their, like, big scheme or anything. It wasn't necessary for that. They schemed to keep you in prison so that Baba could help you break out of prison. Like, I don't know. It makes no sense. And there's no reason to try to make sense of it. Haruka stuff, it's fine in this. I love the Haruka stuff the most because we haven't really gotten to see a lot of Haruka as a character, really. She's usually just like a very tangential thing that just sometimes shows up when Kiryu's doing things to remind him that he's a good guy. But it's cool for a character to get some real character development. I like that. Her stuff in the game was good. Overall, I like her role in the game also seems very like pointless to me. I would have loved if she actually had a more active role in the story of the game, but she just exists to be the damsel in distress in this kind of, right? She kind of breaks that barrier at the end there, but she only exists there so that the bad guys have someone to threaten. That's the only reason she exists. Like, if you didn't play as Haruka in this game, you could just have her. They could just hold the gun to Haruka's head, and it would have been the same story, right? Which again is kind of like, I don't know why they chose to do it that way. It doesn't make any sense to me. Akiyama, same deal. Like, anyone else in the story could have taken this role. Like, if Shinada took his role, if Sejima took his role, would have been the exact same story, basically. You have a tie in there with him lending money, of course, but that's not really necessary. You could have just had someone show up and be like, Sejima could have showed up and be like, hey, Kiryu sent me to protect you, or just stumbled into her as part of the plot. He escaped from prison nearby, blah, blah, blah. That's like a lot of different things you could have done there. And I liked Akiyama's parts. They weren't bad. It's just one of those, again, like, you know, he's just kind of there. I don't like when it feels like you could remove a character from the story and it wouldn't change anything. And like, if you remove Akiyama from this, does it change anything really? Like, no, right? Haruka still, like, you know, let's say Haruka still ends up in Tokyo, then like nothing changes because Akiyama was there. It doesn't change anything. He doesn't get to kick that one guy in the face at the end, and all the Yakuza don't get to walk up to him and bow for some reason, right? And that brings us to Shinada, which exactly the same problem. Like, I didn't think I would like Shinada. Like, it was very late into the game. I was already a little bit like over the game at that point. But I actually like Shinada a lot as a character. I think he is a compelling character. I liked the scenes with him. He seems interesting. Seems different from the other characters that we've encountered, which is cool. But he has a problem where it's like, I don't like, if you could just write that Daigo went somewhere and investigated, and that it would have been the exact same story, because the stuff that Daigo investigates feels kind of pointless and weird and contrived to begin with. So if you remove Shinada from the story, you still have basically the exact same story, right? So, like, I don't know. That's my opinion, at least. Maybe someone that actually understands the story better than I do could disagrees with that, but I also think that the story suffers from a lot of contrivances, where the bad guys come up with these crazy, intricate, weird plans that make no sense, that rely on so many things. That's game running for, yeah, it ran for a long while. I have like 180 hours played in Steam or something. It relies on a lot of like weird contrivances where it's like they could have just written it differently and it could have just made sense, but instead they it's called baseball. Instead they write the story in a way where it doesn't make any sense and relies on all these crazy things happening. Like Aizawa there, I said this when we encountered Aizawa, I said there's two things here. Either Aizawa is the best actor in the world, or he just changed his mind recently. And it turns out he's just the best actor in the world. Like, he just joins in with Muramada, or whatever his name is, and then he just acts completely oblivious when he sees Kiryu. It's like, oh, who's this guy? Let me pick a fight with him. And then you know, they get beat up, and they come to your home, and they're like, oh, I'm so hurt, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, he gets shot, and he's like, oh, my Kyodai. And then later he fights Sejima, and he's like on the ground. He's like, I gotta do this for my Kyodai. And he's saying that when no one else can hear him. He's just saying it to himself. Like, he's acting to himself. And then he stands up and he fights Sejima. And then, you know, all these moments where he's like almost crying about all this stuff. When in reality, he just wanted to fight Kiryu. That's all he wanted to do. That was the entire thing. He didn't care about anything other than fighting Kiryu. So he's just acting the entire game for no reason. And like other stuff like the Ka-chan, I'm never gonna remember his name, but the Ka dude, you know, they meet up, all the characters meet up, and he's like, the only way for us to solve this is if we fight on this roof. We have to just fight each other, and then the bad guy will reveal himself, and then then the person that's alive can deal with him. Like, makes no sense. Like, bad guy showing up and then getting like shot from behind, and then the guy that shot the bad guy getting shot from behind, and then more guns in every scene. Also makes absolutely no sense. It's just weird and contrived. People shooting guns out of their each other's hands over and over again, shooting each other over and over again. Bad guy man making Sejima and Mashima fight each other for no reason. It's just, if Sejima wins, then they won't shoot Haruka. If Mashima wins, they shoot Haruka. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why Mashima came back there. It's not explained or delved into. Like, Mashima faked his own death. He was like, oh, I'm gonna fake myself die. And then he walked back into the building where the bad guy was, and he just stood there and got captured so they could fight. Like, I don't know. This is stuff that I could I can normally look past it in Yakuza games because it feels like the moments are worth it, but I didn't feel like this had many good moments, unfortunately. You know, Shinada just goes and fights Baba-chan for no reason. He just goes and fights him. Haruka had some pretty good moments at the end there. I liked all the Haruka stuff at the end. And that would have been very good if it was built up against the other stuff happening. But like the end of the story is just Kiryu punches man is like, hey, you gotta be stronger than that, buddy. Akiyama kicks man, and then man's like, oh, you think you won? And then people show up and they bow to Akiyama for some reason. Sejima fights Mashima and he's like, hey, you gotta rekindle that strength inside you. And that's the Shinada beats the hell out of Baba-chan for no reason. That's the moment of the game. And then they even fade to black. Like, we don't even know what happened with anything there, right? We don't know what happened on the rooftop. Where did that guy go? Did they kill him? Did he get arrested? You know, like, no idea. So yeah, I might go as far as to say that this might be my least favorite Yakuza storyline by like a wide margin, with the only saving grace being Haruka. Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't like Deus Ex guns. I don't like the this thing, the cutscene gun. I don't like contrivances. Like, if they're gonna be super cheesy and over the top, then be more cheesy and over the top. Have a giant giant Yakuza temple open up and then have a golden temple hidden inside it or whatever. Have me punch a tiger, and I'll do some really like wacky out of pocket stuff. This felt like they were like trying to be grounded with it, which feels a little bit silly. Like, have Kiryu jump across 2 buildings and like dragon punch a dude in the face to disarm him while being shot 6 times or something. Like, just go crazy with it. I don't know. Music was fine. Music in the game is decent. Not a lot of karaoke songs, but that's to be expected. And they have 18 characters. Anything else that needs to be said? I think that's pretty much where I'm at. Like, I like the characters. Like, the characters in this are fine. I don't like the way they're utilized. I don't like the story at all. I don't think it has many good moments in it at all, which is disappointing because it could have been filled with a lot of really cool moments. So I guess main takeaway is hopefully some of these characters return in Yakuza 6 then, because they didn't die in this one, maybe. And maybe Yakuza 6 has a better story. Anyway, let's go over here. Is this GG? No, that's not GG. This is GG. I don't even know where to put it. Actually, I think I know where to put it on the list. Alright, it's time for the score on the Enda scale. I rated 4/10 farce. Oh, okay. 10 is a flawless masterpiece. 9, everyone should play this. 8, great experience worth playing. 7, good play if you like the genre. 6, alright, play if it sounds fun. 5 is average. 1 to 4, avoid at all costs. The score. I think I would give this... maybe I should give this like a rookie score. I'm thinking if the entire package deserves to be like a 7-1. Because I mean, if you like the genre, then I guess this is pretty okay. I feel like I have so many problems with it though. The thing is, I don't remember what I rated. Give each character a score and add it together and divide by 5. Each character a score, divide by 5. Okay, I would give Kiryu like a 7. I would give Haruka. I would give Sejima like a 5. Why does it say Yakuza time to complete is 36? Why 5? No, it's 87. Oh, you mean over here? Oh yeah, this is the this is if you only do main story. Like if you do nothing but main story in the game. I think. I would give Haruka like a 10. I would give Akiyama like an 8. And I would give Shinada like a... I would give him like an 8 as well, I guess. Divide by 5? 7.6? Jesus. That's way too high. You sick fuck. Sejima gets a 5? Yeah, I think so. I think in this game, I think that's fair. I mean, what does Sejima do in this game? He does nothing. He has like no role. He's not a cool. He does he have any cool moments? He punches a bear once, I guess. I can't think of a single cool thing he does in this game. Now subtract some points from the total. Feels bad. This is what the cutscene encounter looks like. You realize that, right? You want to just subtract this? You want me to subtract this? Alright, I'm doing it, I guess. Wait, where's my... Oh yeah. There we go. Okay, so I need to put... There's a plus sign, yeah. There is. You're here, right? Okay, I need to put this in a parenthesis, and then I need to do... Okay, so this is... Whatever this is, I guess. Look at this Excel, man. I've Excel'd once or twice in my life. Okay, I'm gonna give this game a rookie score. I'm just gonna give it a straight 7. A rookie score for a rookie game. I think a straight 7 is pretty reasonable here. I don't remember what I rated the other games. If I rate them higher than this, then that's just how it's gonna be. I didn't imagine it would get more than 6. I mean, you have to look at the rating though. It's like, is this game complete garbage town, not worth playing? No. Would I recommend people play this over Yakuza 3 or 4? Probably. I took your scale into account. Yeah, but a 7 is good play if you like the genre. 5.8 almost good if you enjoyed the genre. I think a 6 there is pretty reasonable, or a 7, sorry. So to be clear for the score, I'm giving the game a little bit of leeway, and I'm giving it a little bit of leeway because they tried different things. Like I think they mostly failed with the things that they tried, but I'm gonna give them bonus points for at least trying. For saying we're gonna do a taxi minigame, we're gonna do a hunting minigame, we're gonna do a dancing minigame, we're gonna do a baseball minigame. Am I missing a minigame? No, I'm not. The vibe wasn't there, and pity points. I think a 7 is pretty reasonable for this experience. Let's go look at Metacritic. Let's go to Metacritic things. An 8.2. Jesus Christ. Oh, the difference isn't added in here. Gosh darn it. I'll fix that later, whatever. Let's see, we spent how much time playing this game? Yakuza. We spent a grand total of 102 hours. Is that correct? I guess that's right. Yeah, 102 hours. Damn. This was long, dude. That was a long Yakuza game. We should read a Yakuza review to see what they say about the story. Everyone just says that Shinada was Oscar-worthy, really? We can read a review, sure. Based on 7 critic reviews, damn, a lot of people play this game, huh? Sorry, 102 hours. 102. Okay, let's quickly see where it goes between all the other Yakuza games. We can roll this now. Okay. I gave Yakuza 3 a 6.6, Yakuza 4 a 6.9, and this is 7. Sure. I don't even think... Have I rated Yakuza 0? I haven't. Oh, I haven't even put it on the list. Oh no, it is on the list, yeah. I'll do that later. Let's see what Gamer Escape had to say about them. Oops. Read more. Ultimately, these changes, as well as the visual and mechanical upgrades, make Yakuza 5 Remastered a better game than the original release. If you're a newcomer to the series and have never experienced the beautiful story of this title, then this is a must-play. The changes made here, especially when considering the other remastered titles, make it clear Yakuza Remastered Collection is a great choice. Do people... Okay, am I crazy? Does anyone in chat like the story? Like, I'm not gonna bully you, but... Does anyone actually think this has a good story? Or is it... Like, am I the contrarian here, or... Last stream, I was saying this one was worse than Y3. It has a worse story. I like it, but I don't think it makes any sense. Story is dumb. Yeah, but did you like, Ida, do you still enjoy the moments in it, though? Where you're still like, hey, you know, I really like the moments in this video game. Like, this is dumb, but it's my dumb. I kind of liked when Kiryu dodged Bazooka. But nothing after that, okay. Don't enjoy being a 15-year-old high school girl idol. Alright, well, hey, let's put it on the list. Let's see here. Yakuza 5 Remastered. I mean, that's gonna be an easy one. I think I'll put it, like, right there. I don't know if that matches with my scores, but... I think it's a pretty fair spot for it. Femboy capital of Europe. Oh yeah, Poland. Alright. We are 30 minutes over time. Signing out on another beautiful video game. Done. Turning this off. Let me... Well, whatever, that doesn't matter. Okay, video game people of the video gaming planet Earth. We're done with Yakuza 5. It was a pretty decent experience all around, I would say. My love for baseball has increased tenfold. I think it definitely overstayed its welcome. I think that the story is nonsensical. I think the gameplay is okay. Overall, I would say the game is decent. I would say it's an improvement on Yakuza 3 and 4. I would say the story is mostly a deprovement. I probably prefer the story from the other games, but I think as an overall package, this game is more bang for your buck. It's more overall a different experience. So, good points for that, bad points for the story. And that means that we are now open for business. Next game coming for us is going to be Dawn Trail, which releases at the end of the month. Which means that we have, let's see, we have like 12 streams. I think a couple of things I want to do is I want to play the Hellblade games. Those will be pretty short, maybe one stream per game. I think probably like a total of 3 streams for both games. I was thinking about playing the like Slay the Princess game or whatever. Slay the Princess, is that what it's called? Yeah, this game. Because they just released the update, right? Or is that not out yet? Oh god, is it not out yet? Slay the Princess free update. End of everything content update. End of everything. Oh, here it is. For this year. Oh, so it isn't out yet. Is this out or is it not out? Release date. It's not released yet, but it's it for this year. Oh, okay, so this isn't out yet. Okay, so I guess we're not playing that yet then. The pristine cut. Slay the Princess pristine cut. Yeah, because I saw a trailer for this. Release date. I don't want to look at any of the. I don't want to look. I haven't seen the trailer. I guess there's no like. Oh, I'm skipping to the end. I guess there's no date. Oh, fall 2024. Gotcha. Okay, whatever then. I mean, I don't know. Well, I guess okay. So here's the plan. We'll play Senua. We'll play Hellblade 1 and 2, and then I guess we'll see how much time we have after that. Because while we're playing Hellblade, we're gonna be doing. We have two gamer teams. We have Salemba's Mario team, which we're gonna do like a once a week thing. I talked with Salemba about it. We're gonna play Mario like once a week. Super Mario 64. We're gonna be doing a hey Salemba. So this Saturday, I'm just gonna play the game, assuming I can get it started. And then once I've done like a regular playthrough, Salemba's gonna do some speedrun coaching. So we'll do like a regular playthrough. We'll do some speedrun coaching. I'm not gonna become a professional Super Mario 64 speedrunner, but you know, listen, I'll give it a try. I'll do my darndest. So we're probably gonna devote like a day a week to that for like a few weeks going forwards. I'm not gonna promise I'll play it for like half a year, but I'm up for like 3, 4, 5, 6 good streams. And we have the Turnip Boy commits a bank robbery stream that Deb wanted. So those will take up at least a couple of things going forwards. But yeah, I guess we'll play Hellblade. So on Thursday we'll play Hellblade 1. I can probably finish that in one stream. If we can't, then we'll do Mario on Saturday, and then probably do Hellblade 1 and finish Hellblade 1 and start Hellblade 2 on Sunday. That's probably going to be the schedule going forwards. Now I'll look through the list and like see if there's anything else short here we can play. I don't know what the other short games. I don't know how short. I want to play Pacific Drive really bad, but I don't know how short that is. What's the time to beat on this? Pacific Drive time to beat. 20 hours. But that's not end that time though. I'll make this if we on stream. Oh really? It's not more content than that? Sure, let's do that then. Are you sure it will take like one stream? So am I still waiting? If you think so, I'm offering that. We can do Hellblade into Alan Wake 2 DLC. And the playtime is at least 2x. Yeah, I want to play Pacific Drive, but this is gonna be like more time than we have, I think. Well, listen, we'll figure it out. We'll do Hellblade first. I really want to play Hellblade. Hellblade is not that long. Super cool game. I want to play the second one so I can see some spoilers. Let's play have like 4 hours. Oh, okay. That doesn't seem like a lot of content then, but like we can give that a try, sure. I'm for. I did buy the Alan Wake. What the Hellblade? I did pre-order the Alan Wake Collector's Edition. Everyone, I am a proud future owner of the Alan Wake 2 Collector's Edition. I'm poor, guys. Please send me money. Please, I need more tier 3 subscriptions. Oop. Alright. Thank you all so much for your day. How can you pre-order Alan Wake? Has been out for ages. Well, the collector's editions are in, there's a limited amount of them being made, and they haven't been made yet. They're gonna be shipped in like December or something like that. I pre-ordered them for when they are shipped. And I don't even care about the collection edition. I just want to support Remedy. Crap devs. I'll show you a crap dev. Points at Larian. Why are so few people streaming right now? I need to. Do I need to find new people? What was that? Raid browser? Let's check out the Raid browser. Same category. I don't wanna dump you guys onto some poor unsuspecting person in this category. I would feel really bad doing that. Can't even crunch release on time. They have no love for. Well, I mean, you can't crunch a collector's edition. You sick fuck. Whoever it is better have does he? Well, we're gonna just go to Dawn. You're making excuses for him? Yes. Yeah, I am, and I would do it again. Fighting as Kiri Shinada is like breathing oxygen, yeah. And that's running into one of those Dyrens. Yes. Yes. Thank you all. Sorry for your trade. Love and appreciate everyone. Hope everyone had a good time. I'm sorry we didn't have time to go through some Summer Game Fest stuff. We'll probably have time to do that in the future though. So that should be a jolly good time. I'm gonna be back regular time on Thursday, 17:00 no time, 5 p.m. DMT +2. Schedule and stream like time zone. It won't have anything updated right now, but maybe I'll update it. Who knows? I'll post on Discord when I decide what to do. It will probably just be Hellblade into Super Mario. So we have a little bit of pure variety coming up now. Next big game coming up is going to be in, I think, it was at 21 days. That's when Dawn Trail releases, which is a new Final Fantasy expansion. It's a whole new story, so if you're interested in like getting into it, then you can feel free to watch. I don't think a lot of people will be too compelled, but if you feel like it, then go for it. Going to be a little bit irregular on the stream schedule when that happens. Probably just going to stream from when I wake up to when I feel like I'm not going to game anymore. So it probably won't be too long. Like it will probably be like a week or two of that game, I assume. Will be my assumption. Depending on if there are, when you feel like PDD, yeah. Depending on if there are server issues or not. There might be massive, gigantic server issues. In which case, I might just do some regular streams, but we'll see what happens with that. Yakuza 5 was an overall decent experience. I complained a little about it, but like, I do think it has a lot of merit in it. So if people really like it, then I can see that. I can see why people would like it more than 3 and 4 personally, but I still think the story is like giga garbage town. So you could do a queue stream. Well, yeah, but I could do where you stream the login queue. Well, I was thinking I could just play some game while doing it. Like if there's a queue, I don't mind a queue. The problem is if it keeps crashing and stuff. If there's a queue, I can just play some Balatro or something. If you're near, fit for stream on Discord. Everyone, please go check out Motis. Super cool streamer. He's from some country near me. I don't remember which one though. No idea which country he's from, but it's some country in my vicinity. Probably Sweden, if I had to guess. Here's some red messages. The one is playing your guys' favorite game, Stellar Blade. Remember, it's the one with the uncensored outfits in it. Hell yeah, brother. I want to look at some anime booty. Yeah. City, here we come. Yeah, you guys can have a good time with that. This was a long stream. I thought the game would be over way quicker, but I guess like the Almond fight in this was fairer than I should have talked about that, but the Almond fight was fairer than they've been before, but it was still pretty ass. So I guess you gotta take the good with the bad sometimes. If they're not uncensored, I ain't staying. Well, you can. Hey, listen, you can ask Duan about that. Okay, don't ask me. I'm no affiliation to Duan at all. We're not from the same country or anything. So yeah, good game. We lots of stuff to look forward to. We have cool stuff coming up this year. Hope we can get to Yakuza 6 and Judgment this year at least now. 7 pretty unlikely, but you know, we'll see what happens. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Keep fighting fast. See you guys in a couple of days. Have a good rest of your week. Bye bye.